diameter of a circle. It's the distance around the outside. And it has two formulas that work for it, either 2 pi times the radius or pi times diameter. For area, it's pi times. Okay, so here's our first question. And again, you'll want to watch carefully whether they say circumference or area. Find the circumference of a circle with a radius of 12 meters. Use pi on your calculator. So pi is a symbol that looks like this. Should be on your calculator somewhere. In a pinch, you can use the number 3.14 because that's about what pi is equal to. Okay, or the fraction 22/7. Okay. But let's go ahead. We're given the radius, so let's use this formula for circumference, where the circumference is 2 times pi times the radius. Try that out and let me know what you get. Perfect. That is what I get also. So 75.39822, and they want it rounded to the nearest tenth of a meter, so we're going to round to one place after the decimal. So we go 75.4 meters. Now again, circumference is just a distance, so we're not going to have meters squared, we're just going to have meters. Okay? Then they go into some questions where they, let's see if we can, here we go. Let's try this one. Let's find the area of this circle. It wants the area of the large circle. So it wants the area of this big circle on the outside. Okay? We know our formula for area of a circle is pi times the radius squared. Okay, problem is they don't give us just the radius of that big circle. Can you see a way we could figure out what the radius of the large circle would be? Any ideas there? Oh, did you answer the question already? Let me see. No, not quite. Okay, so you need to... Oh, hey, you're okay. Sorry, I was kind of mumbling my answer there. Okay, we need the radius of this entire circle from center to edge. The good thing is we know that part of it's 8 and we know that this part's 2. So what would the entire radius be from the center to the outside? Oh, it's okay. Okay. So we can put those two together, those two distances, and we can find the radius of our big circle is 10. Okay. Now we can put it into the formula. The area of a circle is pi times radius squared. Remember that this squared means 10 times 10 and not 10 times 2. So yeah, it'd be pi times 100 or 314.159. And it wanted again to the 10th of a foot, so we'd round that to 314.2. Okay, they also have this application type problem that is asking you to compare circles. Okay. As you can see, I've marked there, it said the radius of the circle is 5 inches. So let's compare them. What would the area of the circle be? So let's start with that. We know the radius of the circle is 5. What would that make the area of the circle? Bye. That's okay. So we're supposed to compare the area of the circle to the area of the square. So let's find each area. What would the area of the circle be if you have a radius of 5? Any ideas on that one? Or can you still not hear? Oh, good. Yes. So you would take pi times the radius squared. The radius is 5, so 5 times 5 is 25. And then 25 times pi, you're exactly right, gives us 78.5398. I'm going to go ahead and round that off to 78.5. Now let's find the area of the square. Okay? So notice the radius of the circle is 5, which means halfway across that square is 5. So what's the length of one full side of the square? Oh, a little too much. You're just going to put 5 and 5 together. So the area of one little square would be 25. You could say that, but yeah. So all the way across this square, 5 and 5 together is 10. So each side of the square is length 10. What would the area of our square be if each side has a length of 10? Oh, careful. I think you did 12 squared instead of 10 squared. It would be 10 times 10. That's okay. So the area of our square is 10. We want to compare those two. So we are going to use subtraction to find out how much more area does the square have than the circle. So how much bigger is the square than the circle when we talk about their areas? Okay, well, we have a circle that, or a square that has an area of 100, and a circle that has an area of 78.5. So how much bigger is one than the other? How much bigger is the square than the circle? How many more square feet, inches, what inches does it have? I think they're inches. Okay, so really all we have to do here is take 100. They're right there on the board. The circle had an area of 78.5 square inches, and the square had an area of 100 square inches. So yeah, you just go ahead and subtract. Good. Okay, so in comparing their size, the area of the square was 28.5 inches bigger than the circle. Square inches, I guess I should say. Okay. All right.